What is up, YouTube? HOLYPEPSI here. I'm going to be doing my Deadman mode crafting guide. This guide is going to help anyone who wants to be able to rebuild almost instantaneously. This is very, very good for people who are basically stuck in Deadman mode. They don't know what to do to make cash, and they're pretty much following the wrong example. Bodhi and skill specs right now are making tons of bank by PKing, so other people are focusing on PKing, but really Deadman mode's all about skilling. You skill and be able to rebuild off of almost nothing, rather as you go in PK, because right now there's so many people PKing, and they're losing their bank, and then they don't have any stats to make all their money back. They go into the deposit box, they basically build all their supplies again, they try to go PKing, and then they die again. So what happens is they get completely cleaned out, and then they're basically GG, quit Deadman mode, which is something you don't want to do. So in this crafting guide, it's going to help you. It doesn't matter what level you are, you're just going to be able to instantly do it, and it's very, very easy and time efficient. So first off, you're going to go to Lumbridge 345, and you're basically going to loot cowhides. You're going to continuously do that until you get 60 crafting. Actually, you're going to loot cowhides, go pay the 10 GP, go to Alcarid, and tan them, and then basically craft them to whatever the hell you want. Go to the general store, sell them all, and then run back to the cowhide den, pick up more hides, rinse, wash, repeat until level 60 crafting. Once you do that, you'll be pretty much set. You'll continuously do that until level 60. That should take you about 4 to 5 hours, maybe a little less, maybe a little longer, just depending on how you're doing this. And just continuously do this. If you get PK'd there, you're not going to lose anything because you most likely don't have anything in your bank. If you do have stuff in your bank, I would strongly recommend investing all of it into items and putting it in the safety deposit box before trying this method. Once you do that, you'll pretty much be able to make green tea hides. You'll be able to buy 3 green tea hides for 1.2k each, which is 36 or 3.6k, and then you'll be able to sell the pure sets for 5k and 345, which will make you a 1400 gold profit. Now, is that a lot? No, but what you're doing is you're getting XP. Once you get up to blue D hides, you'll basically be able to do the same thing, except for making a ton more profit, because blue D hides right now... Okay, for a second there, I thought I was getting attacked. Blue D hides right now are 1.2k to 1.4k, and the full sets sell for anywhere from 15k to 20k, most likely on the side of 20k because there's so many people wanting to buy them. So you'll make bank. So that is my guide. It is very simple, very, very easy to do, and overall you can probably get basically to, I want to say, 65 crafting in about 2 days, maybe 3 days. It really depends on your patience level, but yeah. So here's my stats right now. I have 73 crafting, 70 agility, and just that right there. I don't have the best stats, but it's pretty good. And I have 500k cash stack right here. And in my safety deposit box, I have 9 dragon scimitars and a combat brace that I looted. So very, very happy with that. Steel arrow. And also in safe zones, you want to basically equip a training arrow and a bow that obviously can't use the training arrow. And that way you can never skull on someone. I've already right-clicked and attacked someone, and because of that, I didn't die. I was so happy that I did that. I remembered that. I would have been so pissed. But yeah, that's how you make cash. You constantly do that. That guy was not skulled, so I'm going to be looting that death pile right there. You can actually make bank by looting too. If you go into the store right here, there's so many people that are basically protecting 2 stats, and they have 10 or 20 HP, and they're running up and they're specking people out, and then they're logging into a secondary account, or they're having their friends stand on the body, and they'll loot the body, and that's what happens if you have under I want to say 30 HP. So be wary of basically having your cash stack with you, but it doesn't really matter because they're gonna die with your key, and the items will be removed from the game. Which kind of sucks, but I really like that basically thing, because it basically makes everything in the game worth more every single time like a really high level PKer gets killed, actually, or someone who actually has like a ton of bank. So I'm gonna spam click here, but there are what I call the 4 holy skills, and these 4 holy skills are what basically you're gonna train to make a lot of money. The 4 holy skills are the following: herb lore, just cakes. Okay, you have herb lore, you have rune crafting, you have crafting, and you have hunter. Those skills, you take something from that, or you take an item and then you make it into a greater item. Example, you take boxes for hunter and you turn them into chinchampas or crap like that. Pretty much you have to have the materials in order to hunt. For herb lore, obviously you have to basically make potions. You have to get the supplies for potions, but the potions are worth more. And for crafting, you have to have the items to craft into higher quality goods. And then for rune crafting, which is I think the cheapest out of all 4, you just basically get pure rune essence and then you transfer them into nature runes, which makes a ton of cash. So effectively, you can make a ton of money by doing this. And the other skills that you see that don't take anything, example, thieving. Thieving goes off and you basically make whatever the hell you make, but you're not going to make bank. You might make bank after like 4 or 5 hours of thieving, but that's going to be like 100 to 200k. I don't even really know the like rates that you can get, but it wouldn't be bad for, I guess, doing clue scrolls and crap like that. Woodcutting. Woodcutting is definitely not what you want to do. You'll basically be K'd. Anyone who goes to the go and cut magic logs, you're most likely going to get PK'd. Very bad idea, and then you'll lose your entire bank because obviously you're not going to have too many inventory spaces free, and the gold rate won't be as good. It'll basically be the essentially be the same thing as fishing. Fishing, you can make a decent cash stack early, but it's not something you want to do for the long run because even when you get up to sharks, 100 sharks equals 70k, and how long does it take you to eat 100 sharks? It takes quite some time. It's not just instant like that. Whereas if I have the materials, I can make a ton of cash very fast by making blue dehides, red dehides, black dehides, whatever the hell you want to do. You can basically make cash on what you have. So essentially, I can continuously make money. I've already made 700 to 800k today. I'm most likely going to top it off at a mill. And this is just my guide. You can take whatever you want from this, and hopefully this will help you. And as always, thanks for watching. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and peace out.